side and get those arms moving since it's our arm day. So you're...
It's good to talk about it because Erica's thinking about doing it.
Okay, yeah. So I would do it, I definitely would do it again. I would recommend it because it stops, you realize, it pulls you out of your habits, right? If you know, like whatever, it's like a refresher. And my weight, I don't even know the reason. My weight had gone up only a pound or two, but to me, that's huge because I'm not a person that easily goes up and down. I don't fluctuate. And I'm short, so every pound counts. Change it so that you're digging and really throw those arms back. So the right heel digs, the left heel digs, and we throw those arms back, send the heels back, and arms go. Anyway, what did I say? So yeah, so I feel like I lost, what did I lose, 3 pounds? And basically it brought me back to my normal, which was good. Back to my set point. And then, yeah.
I'm gonna keep dieting because that was a good jump start for me. So I was wondering, did you kind of like ease back into eating?
Yes. I would say yes. Slow it down again, and then go ahead and grab your light weights. And I would say it's just, what it does is it mostly, we have, for most people, they have, 90 degrees, and then just go into the side to side, and again, now we focus on the upper body more so. But I feel like for most human beings, we intake too much sugar, and we forget about how much day-to-day life, we forget about how much sugar is in everything we eat. It's like, even some things like where you think you're having a salad, let's say with salad dressing, sometimes you forget to look at how much sugar is in the salad dressing, and then it's shocking. And it just compiles, and by the end of the day, you've had so much sugar. And sugar is addicting, and sugar is cancer forming, So for me especially, when I do things like that, it just like clears that craving for sugar. And I feel like it's a nice refresher.
Yeah, no, I agree. That has helped me because I am definitely addicted to sugar.
3, 2, and I'll tell you an easy way. Come back to your center and then just come down into the squat. So at first, just hang out here for a second and just little ups and downs, catch the breath. If you're craving something, which usually your craving has something to do with sugar, like that is a sign that, I'm addicted to sugar right now, right? Because normally we don't crave like carrots or something. Come down low, and if you do, congratulations, you're not normal. You know what I mean? 90 degrees, and then lift it up and bring it back down. So anyway, yeah, usually if we crave something, it's usually things that we shouldn't be having, right? Like I don't really drink alcohol, but for some people it might be alcohol, or it's their coffee, or it's the sugar. Usually it's one of those 3 things. So I feel like doing something like this will help reduce those cravings. Like you were having the caffeine withdrawal, and then that's going to bother the head. That's the downside. That's tough.
But the good thing is, so I'm just drinking tea, and I don't really know if I'm going to even start caffeine again. Because I know it's better not to.
Yeah. 3.
And then I think for me, the sugar is more like a habit.
1.
Like, after my dinner, I get to have dessert.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I'm really craving it. It's just like a habit. It's a bad habit.
Slow it down. Come into here. So we're going to go into our punches, okay? So weights underneath your chin, and then pivot your back heel and punch across. I know it takes me back to like when you're a little kid. Well, I did a good job eating my meal, so I get to have my dessert now. And it's like, unfortunately, at least for some people or a lot of families, I think that was a formed, right? And so we have to get out of that, right? Like I have to have, or I deserve my dessert, And is it possible that the dessert could become last 2 and 1, release? And if you're looking for that it's kind of, okay, can I change my dessert to become a tea? And you buy different flavors of tea you've never had before, so that's super exciting. And then that is the element of joy instead of the calories and the sugar, right? Then I'll cross the other side. So that's what I do, especially when I'm on, like, remember I did that Candida last year? And I mean, I was so strict, I had to be crazy strict for, I don't know, it was like 65 days or something. Abs are in as we're crossing. And so that's what, one of the things I did was like different teas, and that's the exciting part. That could be the dessert. 3, 2, and 1.
Well, I was telling Erica how exciting it was to have my little veggies with lemon and herb seasoning on them. You know, that was like, oh gosh, that was the highlight of my day.
Oh my gosh, put the light weights down, come down low. I know, it's funny what you look forward to when you're on something like that, right?
Yeah.
And then walk the knees back. Your hands are holding on to the weights, but we're going to do push-ups first. So cross the ankles, pull the belly in, elbows wide, up and down. So you're just doing your push-ups. If you don't like holding on to the weights, you can put the hands on the floor. But extending and exhaling as you go. 10 more seconds of up and down like this. Keep it going. Holding that belly in. 3. On your next one, go down and just hover there. Hover for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up and back, child's pose. My highlight was like she said you could have like a half a banana or something, like a little piece of fruit. So that was my special thing. Slowly come forward. So we come forward again. Actually, we'll go into a set of tricep push-ups now. So ankles are still crossed. Now the difference is you're turning the eyes of the elbow forward. So now we bend down, elbows by our sides. Come back up, down and lift. Yes, keeping the neck long. 10 seconds to go, and we'll hold at the end of the 10 seconds. 5. Come down and hold it. Abs are in. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Uncross. Up and back. You can tuck the toes as you stretch. Sit bones back towards your heels. Take a few rounds of breath there. And slowly come up. Give it a little release. So just come up and release it for a second. So you can shake it out. You can do what's called the snake head or some things here. I remember the trick I learned last year, which I haven't been doing in a long time, but if I had like a half a banana, someone said use a spoon and you eat it like, you know, as if it's like a bowl of ice cream, and you eat it that way. And just the idea of that is something that could,
Yeah. But I did like the bars too.
Yeah, the bars were good. She changed them. This is a new, but same flavor, but they're different. Because I got a sample from that last shipment, and she changed them. Okay, so now walk your knees, actually, so don't cross your ankles. Walk the knees underneath the hips, and we're going to alternate rowing with our heavies. So you pull the belly in, have the wrists underneath the shoulders, a little bit of an angle with your weights. Inhale and exhale, lift your left arm up, or your right, whichever, and just keep the alternating going. The weight goes down, and then the other arm goes up. And now, once you get it going, look forward to that imaginary top of the triangle that I always talk about. And when you do that, you stay drifting, or you're dristy there, looking there, and notice what's happening in the hips and the lower body. Can you keep it stable and steady and balanced? And so it's all about the arms and strengthening the mid to upper back. And we'll go for 4, 3, up 2, up 1. Let your weights go to the side off of your mat if you're on a mat. Take it back to that child's pose. And here, when you're on your child's pose, come up onto the fingertips. Let your forearms rise to the skies. Let the shoulders rise up, so that we open in the wrists and it scans through the body from the wrist to the shoulders and down the side of the body. Taking a deep breath in, find that expansion there, go wide with it in the armpit, lower armpit area. And exhale. Now let your hands come down, and we're going to a down dog. So shift the shoulders forward over your palms, tuck the toes, find your plank, and from plank up and back, downward dog. Okay, now from here you're going to lift your right leg up, and this always feels good. I know it's not arms necessarily, but bend your right leg and stack your right hip over your left. So we open up in the right hip flexor. And just take a few rounds of breath here. Notice if you're twisting your upper body or if your weight is going more into the left hand, press the right hand down again. Keep the equalness of the upper body. Head just shakes between the arms. And then now look forward, and you're going to bring your right knee to your left elbow. Right knee to left elbow. And then lower it down to the wrist. We did this last week, I think. And then bring it up to the elbow or towards the armpit. Take it down and lift it up. 4, up for 3. Up for 2, bring it up and shift it to the right elbow. Right knee, right elbow, down to the wrist. Bring it up towards the elbow or the armpit. Relift for 4, 3, 2, lift it up, round your upper back. Thread your right foot through so it lands. Find yourself in a lunging position. So right foot is forward, your back left heel is off the mat. Stay here for a second, come up on the fingertips if you haven't yet. And just opening that left hip flexor. Now we're going to take it into a twist, so let your left hand land flat, and then reach the right arm up. Go into an upper body twist. And because it's upper body day, really feel that. Feel the left palm and fingertips press down. Feel the right fingertips reach up. Feel the hips rise, and the upper body twist. Enjoying this twist. Holding here for 4, 3, 2. Look down, bring your right hand down, and now your knee is connected behind your shoulder, like to your armpit, right? Take your foot off so your foot is flying. And then send your right leg back, bring the foot up. This is fun. Bend your right leg, turn, land your right foot, and your right arm goes to the sky. So we flipped over. Yes, feel the hips lift. Pull the belly in, upper body expansion for 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down, come back, land your knees, come out of it. Child's pose or sit up, shake it out. So yes, I'm bringing in a little bit of yoga. We'll do the other side, and then we'll come back to a stand more towards our classical workout. Just wanted to do something different today. All right, so when you're ready, we'll meet in down dog. So you come back forward, plank, 2 down dog. I'm going to go the other side. Head is between your arms. When you're ready, lifting that left leg high. Bend your left leg, stack left hip over the right. We hang here, equal weight in the palms, pull the belly in. We keep tucking the right hip underneath that left hip. Ooh, hopefully this feels good. I love it. Feel the length from the left shoulder to the left hip, as if it's being pulled in 2 different directions. And then look forward, bringing your left knee cross body to the right elbow. And then it goes down to the wrist and back up. Down and up for 4, 3, 2, lift it up, swing it to the left elbow. You can always go into fist if you need to. Drop to the wrist and bring it up. Down and up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thread it through. Land your left foot. We go into the lunge. At first, coming up onto the fingertips. And notice what's happening with the back right leg. Most likely the knee has come down. Let's press the toes down, lift the back of the leg back up towards the sky. So find the length in the back leg there. And then let's add the twist. Right hand goes down, so the palm is not directly underneath the shoulder. Slide it forward about 4 inches. Turn to your left. Reach the left arm all the way up. And we stretch and twist. Think of your arms going as long as they can, like you're an eagle in 2 different directions. Spread your wings. Where do you need to spread your wings today? Where can you fly and be free and fearless and courageous? Set that intention. Gaze down, hand down. Here we go towards our flip. First, you're going to interlock the knee to the back of the tricep towards the shoulder and let your foot fly. Pull that belly in. That's your core work there as we're holding that foot off. Extend it long, bend it, and flip. Left foot lands. Celebrate. Left arm up and over towards the ear. Straighten out that right arm. Lift the hips high, high, high. Feel the back bend. Holding for 4, 3, 2, 1. Look down. Come on back. Flip it over into either down dog or child's pose, a place of rest. Taking a conscious breath in, conscious breath out. Do that one more time. Walk your hands towards your knees, tuck your toes. So as the toes tuck, walk your knees together, and then pop your knees off and walk your hands towards the feet. Yeah. So our heels are really high. See about finding your balance. So if the toes are touching, the knees are touching, toes are touching the floor, heels lifted. Can we bring our hands to our hearts, thumbs to the chest, lengthen the spine. Feel the top crown of the head rising up, yeah. And then notice the elbows. Press the elbows down and back, as if they can draw a line down and back. And when you do that, you can feel your scapula pulling towards one another. It's like opening the front body and strengthening the back body, which we need more of. Zip up pubic bone to belly button. We're here for 4, 3, 2. We're going to make our way up, so arms come forward. Shoot the butt back a little bit as you come up. See if you can stay on your toes. Reach, reach, reach high. Celebrate as you rise up with a big breath in. And finally, land the heels, exhale, shake it all out. Woo, okay, have your first drink of water. And then we'll come back to 30 seconds of a cardio with no weights. And then we'll add the weights back and do some standing stuff again. Okay, so we'll begin our cardio in 5 seconds. You can do a jog or jumping jacks when we go to our cardio here. So here we go. I'm going to jog, but some kind of movement cardio, get that heart rate back up. The other thing we're talking about, the flush fasting thing, that's good if you're not in the habit of doing, I think you had to do at least 12 hours, right, with no eating. And for some people, that's probably really easy. For other people, that might be a wake-up call or a challenge. And they're showing, research proves again and again, right, that there is validity and positivity. Slow it down. Take your feet out wide. We'll do a few more here before beginning our weights towards doing that, right, to give your body that rest. So that is also a good habit to start forming. More consciously saying, okay, I'm cutting myself off. I'm going to go at least 12 hours. Let's go down for 4, up and down, same way, down, 3, 2, come on down, place your hands onto your thighs. So right above your knees, fingers are in the inside. And we're just gonna do a twist. So dunk your left shoulder into the center, gaze over the right shoulder, upper body twist. And then when you're ready to inhale, come center, exhale other side. Do a few rounds. So when you're ready to breathe in, come to center. When you're ready to breathe out, twist to the other side. Let it be a nice flow as you go side to side. So we just changed to fall, and in the Ayurvedic world, that's about rinsing out and getting rid of whatever's left from the summer, let it go. And so twists are really good to do at this time of year as we wring out, prepare for the next season. Okay, do one more on each side. Slowly come to your center, make your way all the way up, give it a little shake, walk the feet in, and then now we'll get those light weights. So in the Ayurvedic world, that's another thing. So that is the intention I have now set for the fall. I was about to say this semester, but let me get you going first. We're going to alternate as we lunge forward. you're gonna bring your arms forward, okay? So right foot forward, arms forward, and bring it back. And let's just get this going. Alternating, arms lift, palms are facing each other. So in the Ayurvedic world, you do like a multiple, think of it as like a multiple choice kind of a thing to figure out what is your dominant. Are you Vata, Pitta, or Kapha? Or you might be two of them. You score around the same amount. So you might be like a Vata, Pitta. And then based on the seasons and being, let's say you're a Vata, Pitta, there'll be certain foods that are better for you and other foods to take out during that season. So that's another thing to look at. Bring your right foot forward in the next time and stay there. So we go here into our lunge and then flip the weights. So palms are forward, wiggle the fingers, pull the right hip back and pull the left hip forward. And then retuck the pelvis. So stay there, but tuck that tail. And so the back knee might bend at first and then zip up so you can feel your lower abs. All right, so then now go up and down with the arms and the lower body just stays still. So I went through 4 weekends, so 15 times 4, that many hours. What's that, 120? I've done 120 hours of Ayurvedic. So one weekend for each season that you guys probably remember talking about. But I never really did a full season of really trying to live in that Ayurvedic world for what my dosha is. So I'm setting the intention I'm gonna do that and see if I can tell a difference. 2 more, up for 1, up for 2. Bring it around and step it forward. Shake it out. And we're gonna come back to the alternating lunge and then we'll stay at the left side after we do our 30 seconds of alternating lunge. So let's let the palms be facing up this time. So as we alternate lunge, the arms will come forward with the palms up. We'll begin in 4, 3, 2, and here we go. Forward and back and change. So if you want to try that, and if you're interested to learn more, I'll send a link where you can take it to see what the heck I'm talking about. I have a feeling, Ellie, you already know what yours is. 8. I'm mostly Vata, but Pitta's right there. So go forward with your left foot and stay. And then let your arms dangle or at your hips for a second. Same as last time. Tuck your pelvis, zip up, feel the lower abs. Pull the left hip forward. Left hip back, right hip forward. Re-straighten out the back leg. Yeah, and then let's bring those arms. Let's go out, and usually we go up and down. Let's this be the starting point, and then bring it up towards the sky, and come back. Wrists, shoulder level are just underneath. Inhale, exhale. If this option doesn't work for you, you can change back to the shoulder press that we did in the last round. 4, 3, 2, and up for 1. Slowly bring it all the way down, step it forward, let it go. Okay, so let's now do a side to side. We're gonna go just to the right, so space to be able to move to that right side. Arms at 90 degrees, palms are up. And then let's take that big step and open those arms out. You can see the right leg is nicely bent, other leg straight, and bring it in. Over and in. Good, 10 more seconds here. Then we'll do our holding in that lunge position. 4, 2, go and stay. Same as always, rest first. Kind of catch the breath, re-zip up. Notice that the belly was just hanging out just now. We got to re-zip. And then now let your arms go out to your sides. Think of this as like shifting to warrior 2. So this might be really heavy. If that's the case, bend in a little bit and you can let the palms face forward. And then turn your right foot to face towards what would be like the top of your mat. So we're in a warrior 2. Now the best you can, think of straightening those arms. And then you just hold. And you work on being as straight arms as long as you can and as strong as you can. Gazing at that front right arm. Woo! Hold. Bend your right knee more, closer towards the toes. 5. And slowly arms down. Turn the foot in, step it in, shake it, release it. Making space to your left. And then let's do our funky 90 degrees here, and we're gonna rotate up as we side step. Okay, so I wanna get back on cue. Okay, so arms are up, inhale, exhale, step, and flip. And bring it back in. Step and flip. Keep it going. I'm gonna adjust the time for the 10 minutes. So you're exhaling as you do that side lunge and flip the knuckles up towards the ceiling. 2 more times. Go over to your left and stay. Catching your breath, bringing your weights down. Just feel the outer blade of the right foot. Lift the arch of the right foot, lift the inner right leg. Hands to the hips. Look at your left foot and turn it towards the top of your mat, your imaginary top of mat. Okay, turn the palms up. Go for that warrior 2. Go for extending the arms and bring the gaze towards the left hand. Pulling the belly in. And you can play with it. Your palms can stay up. You can turn the palms forward, turn the palms down. I have palms up and working towards straightening those arms and keep pulling the left knee forward towards the toes, particularly the left pinky toe. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Start bending your arms first, then bring it in. Whew. Shake it out. Okay, we're gonna come back to a thing of cardio, and then that'll be our last cardio of the day. So our jumping jack cardio, so your toes are gonna rotate out a little bit. We'll bring our weights up towards our shoulders, wiggle the fingers, and then it'll just be here, in and out. If you don't wanna jump, let it be about the arms, okay? So here we go, up and down. And if you're taking the jumping out, it would look like this. You're digging, digging. Halfway there. Play with turning those heels in as the heels click, and then go out, out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Put those light weights down. Have a quick drink of water. And I recall on Tuesday, I said we would use the disc. So let's make our way down. Find your disc. We'll have our knees on our mat. So discs, paper plates work well on the wood. I'm just saying this since we're recording in case for Hannah. I think everyone's got their discs, but okay. So you're gonna go out, feet come off, and then pull yourself back in. Taking it out, oh, and pulling in. So the more you fall forward, the harder it is because you've got to use your arms and your abs to come back. Glide it forward. Feel your chest go down towards the floor as you do a push-up. Extend the arms, pull back. 20 more seconds. See if it's possible to go a little faster. So we're doing a little more than 30 seconds on this one. 10 more seconds. And we'll stay in the push-up form once we're at the end. So 5, 3, go forward, stay. So you feel like yourself is in that push-up position, and then take it into those push-ups, down and up. Feel all 10 fingertips, bend each finger. Feel the base of the palms. Can you pull the backs of the knuckles off of the disc? So it's fingertips, tips, and base of the palm. And that will take the weight out of the wrist. Okay, I don't have how many we did. 3, 2, and 1. Come up. Woo. Shake it, shake it. So we're going to give those wrists a break and continue though to work our core. So we'll shift it where we go into plank on our forearms, and then the discs will go underneath your feet. Discs underneath the feet. And then come down onto those forearms, extend one leg out at a time. Pull the belly in. Feel the upper back rounding. My mat is talking to me as it's hitting the wall here. So you're just holding, feeling those forearms down, upper body, little round as I said. Okay, and then we're going to think of mountain climbers, but mountain climbers where you cross body. So right knee slides towards the left elbow, left knee towards right elbow, and just keep it going. Now you can choose to come back up onto your hands so there's more space. Let that be your choice. Hang in there. Let's do 15 more seconds. Doing some bonus time on this one. See if you can go a little faster. Really twisting the lower body. Can you feel hip drop underneath the other hip? One more. And rest. Woo, bringing those knees in. Letting it go. So stay in your child's pose longer if you need to. Other options will move up to what's called Ustrasana. It's a back bend. So the feet might still be on the disc, doesn't really matter, but feel the tops of the toes pressing down. And then taking the fists, wrap around, find the lower back, your sacrum. Press in, and as if you're pressing in and down. So we're trying to lengthen and think of space between each vertebrae in the lower spine. And then from there, puff up the chest, puff up. Ustrasana, like making the letter U, we drop back, open in the jaw. You can either stay here, or sometimes people like to tuck the toes, and then one hand finds the heel and the other hand finds the heel. Go to a place of stillness and breathing. Knowing that when we relax the face and the jaw, that comes and ripples all the way down into the pelvis. Slowly making your way back. As you come back, let your hands land so you find yourself on all fours. And this is a place of stillness as you come out of that pose. And then your discs are already right there. So we can stay with the spine long and just extend your left leg and go ahead and extend your right. And here we are back in our plank, pulling that belly in. Lift the hips a little bit higher. Can we work in a pike? So you're going to drag your feet towards your wrists and tuck your head between your arms and then bring it back down. If your wrists are tired, you can go down onto the forearms. You just won't be able to lift up as high. Plank. Oh, and lift. Plank. And lift and pike. Keep it going. You've got it. Up 4. Down, up 3. You've got it. Down 2. Lift it up, lift it up. Give me one more. Plank. Lift it. All right. Release. Thanks for the entertainment there. I gotta stop and watch sometimes, make sure those of you I can see on screen are still going. All right, bring your legs around in front. And as we bring your legs around in front, you'll cross your legs. And we'll use the disc to find that length in the body. So the discs come around towards the hips, hands land on your disc. And then your left hand will come off the disc, lift it up and over, and slide your right disc away and find the opening, the lengthening. Gazing forward, see if you can look up and pull the left shoulder further back. Slide it halfway up and let your arms reach to the sky, fingertips to the sky. Inhale, exhale one more time, side bend deeper. Continue to feel your left hip, sits bone press down into the floor below you. Come back up. Other side, right fingertips off. Take it up, inhale. Exhale, slide and glide. Stay. Enjoy. Rotate the upper body. Send the right arm and shoulder further back behind you, more than you think you can. Come halfway up, reaching and stretching the right arm straight into upward. Inhale. Exhale, up and over one more time. Bringing a little bend into the right arm. Placing and pressing the right sits bone down. Slide it back up. And then have some space behind you. Hopefully not to run out of time. And just let it drop back a little bit and come up. You could just do a tiny bit. Inhale and exhale. It's kind of a weird feeling, but the idea is to continue to roll the shoulders back and open across the front body. And we'll finish with our 2 rounds of breath. Taking it out and up. Inhale. Exhale. Out and up. Inhale. And exhale. Well done. Enjoy your day.